There we go. How'd you guys do with all that FOMC stuff yesterday? I wasn't paying attention to the market at all, but let's see. About 2 p.m. Yeah, it was just a mess, that looks like. And we've had a lot of news come out, right? With the earnings, Max 7.
Yeah, Meta, Microsoft, everybody. Yeah, it was just a sloppy mess for me yesterday.
Yeah, this whole S&P or MES looks like a mess yesterday. And this is the MNQ futures. And yeah, looks like with the earnings, it's been on the move quite a bit. But yes, it looks very sloppy, even right now. So with those earnings that happened overnight, looks like it made a move, gave it all back, and now it's not clean. So it is tricky price action, I'd say. But one thing's for certain, it wants to move around. So if you're into the scalping style of trading, this might be the kind of day you're looking for. If you're into waiting for massive setups and then let it run for hours, the kind of thing I like to do, you probably need a little more patience today than normal. But this is interesting. Again, I haven't looked at this. I haven't looked at the market in like 2 days, I think. But what you have here, I'm seeing it right now, is you can see this consolidation. That was all yesterday into the close. Then the breakout with all the news. Then here it comes back, your retest. This is your first bullish candle right here. You entry with a new high, the stop below, and you're getting into this. So very neat setup right there. This would have been, what, 10 hours ago or something. Since then, though, choppy, big choppy mess. What about the Russell? Yeah, wow, this was a mess. Now look at that with the FOMC news yesterday. Wow. Yeah, and now there's no room to the left. Just you can't play with this. Oil is on the move. Whoa, look at this. What's happening with oil? Let's look at the news. Something's going to make this thing move. Here we go. We got the news. CNBC, Starbucks, Jim Cramer, GM, IRS owes taxpayer refunds. Oh, man. Look at all that. ICE violence in Minnesota. Oil prices rise as Trump wages a strike on Iran. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Well, that's funny. I'm right next to Iran right now. It's kind of funny when I hear the news. All right.
We can send a couple of arrows from here.
Yeah, yes, arrows. Oh.
Barrels, all barrels.
Barrels, oh, barrels. Yes. Yes, it's not too difficult for us here in Dubai and Abu Dhabi to just kind of open up the oil supply, right? Just one phone call. Oh, man. All right. So that's what's the big news in the energy market and the war market. So precious metals tend to go up with that kind of news as well. Other than that, stocks, Meta, Caterpillar, IBM, all those. All right. And then that's older news. Okay. So oil, precious metals, and the Qs all seem to want to move. The Qs look messy. The oil is broken out already. So what I see here is, again, look at this price action leading up to this breakout. Really neat. All bullish, puts in the resistance right there, then higher lows leading to the breakout. When it breaks out, comes back, does the retest, and off it goes. This is a 30-minute chart. So in a 1 minute, I'm sure you'll find the breakout and retest over here. Gold. Yeah, this thing I would expect it to move. You can see it's put in some activity already. Not in a good place to trade right now, but something to keep an eye on. And silver looks like it wants to go. This is interesting. I like silver. Anyways, again, same thing. You got the high over here, higher lows, bit of consolidation. It looks like it's done a breakout. It's actually in a good area right now to be doing a retest sort of thing. You know what? I want to watch this at the open. That's your retest area, or I'd really call it over here. Around here. So on the 1 minute chart, if it comes down and bounces off, that's the area I'd be interested in. Up here, or maybe even in this area further lower, around 120. So things to look at. And the market's about to open here, guys. You know what to do. Wait for your setup. Take it easy, go slow. We don't have Sujit here today to calm everyone down before the open, but hey, I'll tell you, just go slow. But all right, here we go. Silver right there into the drop, right into 120. No, 120 is further lower. Yeah. So again, you can see this. Like I said, I would like to get along in this area, but you know, with the opening volatility, we discussed this earlier this week. It's just painful. You know, why would you play with this? Wait for it to truly set up, give you a nice, neat candle, small candles ideally, and you can put on some real size. So a lot of guys may have jumped in long already in the first 30 seconds and stopped below it. Yeah, sure, but I don't trade like that anymore. So, fun stuff. Anyone got anything else you want to talk about? Let me know. But I'm very curious about this silver price action. Here's another decent setup. You got the high over there on the 1 minute chart. Happened at what, 7:30-ish. Then it dropped again, higher lows, and it comes right back to the high. See it, firm breakout, consolidation, a tricky area to enter, but the whole price activity here is very neat. Basically, get the nice big cup and go. Huh. Should have watched this about 2 hours ago. Oh well. There you go. The buyers are pretty much where we anticipated they would be in this area so far, but still, it's too early. It's a messy zone to play with. If anyone's looking at those Mag 7 tickers with the news on them, please do share what you see. What do we have? Meta, Microsoft. Is it Apple also that's in the news? Whatever those ones are.
Nowadays, I look at the stocks first 15-20 minutes. I mean, those, you know, just, I mean, I don't even look. I mean, after a while, I see that few of the stocks, they're so clean, they start talking to you. And like first 15-20 minutes, they are like all over.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Sumit. You are officially no longer an amateur trader. You've upgraded.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. It's really in the mindset, and it's exactly as you said. They start talking to you. It's only when they talk to you that you really want to, get involved, right? Pay attention. Why would you go and talk to someone who's not listening to you? You're wasting your breath. Same thing with the market. When it's a two-way conversation, then it makes sense. And it makes a lot of sense. Then you can risk your money slowly, do all those sorts of things. And that's it. That's a tough mindset for a lot of people because, again, day trading has been popularized as trading the open, volatility, excitement, like going to Las Vegas. So everyone comes in with that mindset. 5 minutes make a lot of money. We all know the truth, right? 99% of people lose their money during that time. But they're all excited to do that because that's what they've been told on the internet. So once you realize that's not what you should be doing if you want to make money, now you've stepped up your game. You're in a different league altogether. And you give yourself a real opportunity to make money. And the fun starts. So like we're saying here on silver, I was telling you this is the area I'd be interested to go long, but look at this, man. It goes up, it comes back, it goes up, it comes back. It's wicky. Well, look at this. Let's just zoom in. Yeah, just to really drive it home, guys. As Sumit was saying, it's a mess at the open. Look at this. This is what most people are looking at on their charts. They're so zoomed in, and they're thinking before the open, I'm going to buy it down here. And they would have bought it here, stopped below it, and would have stopped out now, or would have taken a partial and stopped out. What a mess. You're not going to make money doing this. This is not how you play this game. Let the volatility come and go. and wait for the real neat setup. And I really think silver is in a mood to move. So your 30-minute picture, you can see it's printed a higher high. And so all bullish, higher lows as well. You got to find a way to get involved in this. Nice and easy. One interesting one might be even down here, where as you can see, let's zoom in just a bit, you can see right here. This is a tiny consolidation after a push up. Then you have your breakout. And now it's coming back to retest, perhaps retest that consolidation. What is it, around 119.80? Where it is right now. So let's take a look down in this zone. And that would be this consolidation right here. So you have the breakout. Here's your retest area. But again, wait for it to truly settle down, find new buyers, let the buyers prove themselves in this area that they want to step the price up. Then you have a good chance. Man, I'm thinking not to even do these market open sessions just because it's really quite worthless. But y'all tell me, what's another good time that we could get together?
After 30 minutes.
After 30 minutes, yeah. I'm into that. Just gets a little late over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, realistically, it is a better time frame for trading. So I might become an overnight trader. I'll show up here at 9 p.m. my time and I'll hang out with you guys for like 4 hours. How about that? Become nocturnal. There's actually a lot of opportunities during that time. You guys have seen me do this in 2025. Lots of trades during that time frame. Lots of big ones. This is just entertainment right now.
I agree with you, Avi. I've been watching at night, my time, around 7 p.m. ish.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing activities before I go to sleep. And last night, I took a trade. I got into oil. I haven't done it before, so I did one last night. And set the bracket and went to sleep and woke up and hit my profit. I mean, I still remember you said, if you see your setup, you have to enter. I would still remember you say that so many times in the past. And I did.
Yeah.
And then this morning, before I went to the gym, I saw another setup. It was higher, and I did the same thing. Went to the gym, set my bracket, didn't even look at it till I got home. And I looked and I'm going, oh, hit my profit. And I was like, okay. So,
Yeah.
And in the evening, I see some activity. I mean, I've taken a few trades this week in the evening in the gold and silver. I'm seeing that, there's a little bit more activity in the evening too. Like you said, evening my time, of course, morning your time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're doing it right. You're waiting for it. You're looking at it in an odd time, which, well, odd for you. Putting it on and managing it the right way. As in, don't look at it, let it run. Brilliant.
Well, I mean, just like you said, just sit with your target, put your stop loss. I have my stop loss. I know what I'm willing to risk. And then just go from there. But then I remember you said something the other night, Tuesday night, you were saying, even if you have stop loss, there's an opportunity in the next one, And you said the simple thing you said, consolidation and either going up and down. That's it. That's how simple it is. You're keeping it so simple.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. Thanks for paying attention. And there you go. You're getting the rewards, man. It's awesome. It is simple. It really is. It's overcomplicated by, again, people who want to sell you stuff. So keep it simple. And there you go. You're already seeing the rewards, right? It's amazing. It's truly amazing.
Well, and, the Zen Trader book said about detachment. If you can get to that state of mind of detachment, you're there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's one of the best books I've ever read, and actually works not just in trading and various other things in life as well. Detachment, and then suddenly nothing bothers you anymore. It's amazing. So yeah, good stuff. There you go, Joseph. You have also officially upgraded your trading status. Great job.
Thank you,
Well
sir.
done.
It's all from you. I mean, you have taught me the 80-20.
All right, man. Well, you're welcome, but you're doing the work, so the credit is yours. You're showing up here, you're absorbing things, doing things right. You got it. It's on
Well,
you.
the other thing about the levels, it was like, I remember you said something a while back, or I don't know how many times. Everybody's eyes see the chart differently, see the price action differently. Your level might be different than my level, but at the end of the day, do you believe in that level? And do you trust that level to execute the trade? And so I have my levels, and I wait for it, and I set alert, and I walk away, or I go do something, and I have it on my phone. And when they hit a certain level, I go look and see what's going on. If I see a possible setup or a trade, then I pay attention. And if I don't, I go do something else.
Awesome. Yeah, great point. You got to believe in it. If you don't believe in the level on your chart or whatever indicator is on your chart, you're going to struggle to put risk on it, because two bad things are going to happen. One is you put risk on something you don't believe. So that's one bad thing. And the other is you're going to end up mismanaging it, whether it's stopping out or taking profits. Either way, you're going to make poor decisions if you don't trust the indicator on your chart. Just because some popular trader out there's got it on his chart doesn't mean it belongs on your chart. So there you go. Joseph got it, guys. Great example. Thanks, Joseph, for sharing. You got to believe in what you're doing, and it doesn't have to have any logic behind it. Those Fibonacci levels I used had no logic behind it. Something I just threw on the chart and I saw it worked many times, so I started believing in it. That's about it. I don't know why it works, but I believe in it. I believe in candlestick price action. It's an indicator that I use, candlesticks. I don't have any levels or anything here, but I believe in candlesticks. I see the price move, I can see it. That's it, it's moving. Okay, so I know what the price is. I don't need anything else to tell me that. A moving average tells me that was the price 10 minutes ago. I can see what the price was 10 minutes ago. So there you go. Good stuff, Joseph. You're setting a great example here for everyone. So keep it up, man. Keep up the good work.
Trading is simpler now, Avi. Going back to, started out in stock and then moving to option, learning from you. And now with futures, I just think that, you can do this anywhere around the world, with whatever time zone you're in. And there's opportunity, like you said. You just got to be patient and wait for your setup and go.
Yep. There you go. Good stuff. You got the Zen mindset. The futures are allowing it as well, and you're fully embracing it. Awesome. There you go, guys. Now, all of you in here know what to do to upgrade your trading, right? Zen mindset, detach, wait for it. And you don't have to trade the open. You don't even have to trade during the opening hours, those 6 hours that the market's open. It's all a myth. You don't even have to bother with the PDT rule, Americans. The whole thing's a great big scam, really. Everything. Do it at your own pace, your own way. Best thing you can do. Well, I can tell I'm doing it at my pace now. I'm in a phase in my trading journey right now where I'm not taking live trades, because I'm in a mode where I'm trying to really get a good firm grip on the futures market along with the platform and see how I want to trade this instrument, how I can even upgrade my trading from what I did last year. So it's a phase, and the market will be here. There's no rush to go live, even though I was trading live for like 6 years or whatever.
I agree.
Man, no rush. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, guys. There you go. Become a great trader, and you'll never have to go out and buy another subscription or tool or whatever else. I don't even know what else is out there anymore. I don't even pay attention anymore. But all those guys are selling all these things are basically preying on the fact that you still haven't figured out trading. And they never want you to figure out trading, because then you won't buy their stuff. So figure out trading. I mean, and the way to do it is actually doing this: zooming out, going slow, waiting for it to really be there worth your time. Then you're good. Wait for the price action to really be there. So on the silver stuff we've been looking at, I was telling you guys down in this area is a potential buy zone. So the buyers did come in, but did not give me the indication I like to see while we're talking here. I didn't see any indication to get involved. These candles are just large. See these two big bullish candles? I'm not going to enter on a big candle like that. I want it to be nice and slow, nice and small, and overall still lower highs. And now it looks like it's just kind of choppy in this area. You may be able to see a double bottom, but it's too messy. So even though the buyers are showing themselves here, they may be here, they're not coming in the right way. So let it go. Wait for it. I bet, how much you want to bet that in the 1 hour later when I come and look at this again, the market will still be here, right? So if you think that way, you won't be bothered. Yeah, think like that. You won't be bothered rushing into these things. No problem at all. And sure enough, look at that dropping. Don't want to play with this right now. What about the oil futures? We were saying this thing broke out. And right now it's just sitting there. Let's see what the 1 minute chart looks like. Let's zoom in a bit. So we had this resistance right. Oh, let's get this straight. Right there, 65.10. On the 30-minute, yeah, that's it, just about there. So that's the big resistance right there. And look at what happened here. So there's your resistance. The price action made higher lows, got right up into it, breakout, came back. Here's your retest zone, higher lows again. And same thing, just goes up again, fractal pattern. You got that resistance, higher lows, go into it, breakout, retest. I mean, just this keeps happening. If you were actually watching this an hour ago, 2 hours ago, this would have been another $1 million trade, really. With oil futures behaving like this is really good price activity. I would consider even adding in. If I got the entry in this area and the first retest, I may have taken an add on this area and keep going. So look at that. For the last 2 weeks looking at this thing, it really hardly wanted to move, and now it moves, and that's all you need. With all the Iran news.
Don't know what news pop, but the Mac 8 is just it's red now.
It's red now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking. I just all of a sudden it's just changed now.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and the MES and MQs. It's
yeah, nice. Yeah, this is the MNQ. Sure enough, a big drop. What happened with the? Anyone saw the earnings or know what the earnings report was on a few of these that reported overnight? Anyone got the data? Was it good? Was it bad? Beat earnings? Did not.
I think Meta was good.
Yeah, one was good, one was meh, and then one was kind of in line. So they kind of just kept balance.
So nothing to say that the market is truly mispriced. In a funny way, we know things are in a bit of a bubble, so it's very fragile at the top. In that sense, if you're being rational and thinking of those things, then yes, the market drops. But either way, the price action wants to go down, and I bet a lot of people are in trouble with this one in the last 10 minutes. Wow. MNQ. So overall 30-minute picture looking bullish, and suddenly a drop. And the drop, well, if you saw that there were lower highs, you can anticipate all this. But again, it's not something I want to trade, not something I want to play with, trying to find shorts. This is an ORB short, reverse ABCD, go down. Decent price action on a 1 minute if you like trading this stuff. What about the SPY MES? Yeah, similar. Consolidation, lower highs, and a drop. Here's the 1 minute. Very similar. Let's see, the Q is finding buyers down here, and look to the left. Where were they before? Here's your resistance. Here's your breakout. Here's your retest. That's where the buyers were, serious buyers were, and sure enough, that's where they are again. Fractal patterns. Simple levels in this case. You can see this area is if you didn't have this earlier, you can put this level on now and keep an eye on it. It's very interesting. If you get a 1 minute double bottom, you may consider this a long. On the other side, if you get a breakdown through it, break of low of day, reverse ABCD, again, breakout retest to the downside, that's also possible. So these are things to watch out for. Could be good as we get into closing the first 30 minutes. These sorts of good setups could occur. And then you're into the trend for the day. That'd be fun. Wow, this is a Russell 2000. No good. Absolutely nothing. Gold, still nothing. Just no room to the left. I mean, this is so easy. Just one glance at the chart and you can see the price is right here. And it's been here. It doesn't want to go anywhere. It's just happy to sit there all day. So why would you play with it? Silver, what are we seeing? Still sitting there. It made the drop, got into where you would expect some buyers, but they're not really there. Not aggressive enough to make higher highs or even higher lows. You can see this. It's all sellers. So even though you have a bigger picture for a long off of a certain level, still wait for your confirmation. I did not get any confirmation. And actually, I'm just getting more and more confirmation that the opposite is occurring. The sellers are in charge. So this is a case where don't touch it. Just leave it alone. And by the way, all of this is happening now, in the first 30 minutes. Is relatively fast. Like we were saying earlier, when you watch this stuff later, like an hour from now, and then the rest of the day, you'll notice it happens incredibly slowly. I watch it on my phone sometimes. I'm sitting on the beach and watching it, and you can take a position. It's nice and mellow, it's nice and easy, and you can really put on the size. And those are when you get into these positions, and during those times of the day, you are more likely to get into a trending situation rather than at the open where you're more likely to get caught up in volatility. And if the volatility works in your favor, great. Yeah, it looks like, you're a genius. But that's just a matter of getting lucky most of the time. So please be aware of these sorts of things. So anyways, we're looking here at the MNQ. This is the 1 minute. Again, going to the 30 minute. This is an area of interest. You had resistance. You had the breakout. You had the retest. And this was the open yesterday. Buyers came in right here. So the buyers may still be there today. Keep an eye on this area on the 1 minute and see what happens. This is beginning to look like a decent double bottom on this 1 minute chart at that level. The level is basically here. But let's see. So for a double bottom, what I want to see is it's been in a drop. It hit a level. Then it pushes up and makes a nice arch. You see the gap, the nice empty space, circular empty space between the first bottom and the second bottom. The second bottom has not occurred yet. When it does occur, if it does occur, you want to see that arch is in place. And then the second low is higher than the first one. Let's see if all that happens. Then a bullish candle, then the entry is a new high. And this is not a double bottom right away. Just right there, it showed you it's not because it printed a new low, a deeper low. You can see this was the first low. And look at the candle that's live right now. It's made a transaction just lower. Even though it still may work and go up, this is not a double bottom I would trust if it becomes that. So at this point, now I'd say there's only two possibilities. Either it goes sideways at this level or it continues down. I wouldn't risk money going long. Not the way it's behaving right now. So again, the fun part is if you have a level in place, let the alert buzz you right about here. So it would have buzzed you maybe, 10 minutes ago? And that's when you would have shown up rather than hanging out for the last few hours trying to watch all this stuff. Makes it easier, right? There you go. Looking like it wants to break low of day. It's printed another low, getting lower and lower. But again, just because it's printing a low beyond the low of day doesn't mean you enter. So you're looking at a break of low of day. I like to see a consolidation before the breakout, right? Like we were just discussing, there's only two things that happen. It consolidates, then it goes directional. Then it consolidates, then it goes directional. So when you want to identify when is it going to go directional, well, make sure you get a consolidation first. And then wait for the direction to find itself. So there you go. If you entered that short there, you'd be stopped out or you'd be in trouble right now. So wait for it. This might consolidate for a while before setting up a trend. And let me tell you guys, this what just happened in these first 30 minutes or so. This is not a trend, okay? It looks like a trend because we're really zoomed in. It's a joke. It's really nothing. It's just one big volatility candle. This is a trend right here. See this going up in a healthy way? This is a trend right there. All right, so sit and wait. Meanwhile, did anyone get anything so far? Anything fun? Oh, we're looking at all these Mag 7 tickers, catching these drops, scalping them. And I'm busy over trading, huh? So we only have 2 traders in here who are not amateurs anymore. That we
I didn't
established.
even do anything. I mean, I'm just watching.
Good, good. Fantastic. So I'm not alone. You and me are both just watching. Great. Right.
So everything is all over. I mean, nothing. And nothing is talking to me.
That's it. Everything's all over the place. I love it. Wait for it to start talking to you. And that's really it, man. It's 80-20. You don't have to go chasing. Just wait for it to come to you. Oddly enough, most things in life, it works better that way. It's called the law of attraction. Basically attract rather than chase. Much easier, much more peaceful existence. All right, so the Qs are going to sit here and do all this. Let's look at the silver thing again. Oh boy, doing the same thing. Great big choppy mess. So again, look at this 1 minute chart. No room to the left. Like we said earlier, I was thinking, hoping buyers would step in here, but nobody's here. This is now just a mess. Buyers and sellers are just playing games. And the gold market, yeah, same garbage. Oil market, it's the 30 minute, that's the 1 minute, yeah, garbage. Oil would have been great earlier, the pre-market, if you're watching it when the market was closed. Again, before all the volatility sets in at 9:30 Eastern, it was fun. And MES, printing lower and lower. So what do we have on levels? We have yesterday's low, or rather the overnight low. And you have another low further down, that's a couple days ago. There you go. So far, it seems to respect that low. You can see it right here. The low of a couple of days ago. And so big drop. Let's see what happens here. Go into the 1 minute. Yeah, hit that level and it's just sitting there. But look at this. This is interesting. Same thing as MNQ. It's not a double bottom, I would trust, because it printed, the second bottom printed lower than the first. And if anything, it's maybe setting up to break out to the downside, getting these lower highs. That is encouraging. It's telling you the sellers are selling at lower and lower prices. And if they break the buyers down here, the low of day, which we know on a 30 minute is also a bigger picture level, you may have an opportunity. Similar activity to the MNQ. This MNQ 30 minute. Yeah. Where is it now? It is sitting around that level. Let's see what's happening on the 1 minute. There you go, same thing. Lower highs. Now that consolidation is beginning to look all right. There's a few different ways to trade this. If you're interested for the short, get in right now as a breakout. If you're identifying volume with a breakout, all those things, or let it go and wait for it to come back, retest, and get into it. Typically, I like the retest situations on the 1 minute chart. Less fake outs. There you go. Fun. I love that example from Joseph. Put on the trade, go to the gym, or go to bed, or whatever you got to do. Come and watch it. Easy way to go. Personally, when I got into the trading world, that's what I had in mind. It was like, find a big setup, put it on, and go. Before I read any books about how to trade short term and all that. It lines up nicely. Finally getting into it.
I realized that this thing comes with, when you trust the system, it comes with time. When you take losses and then then you can let it go. I mean, as you say, detach. So
Yeah. Yep, that's a good point. When you trust it, and trust is a very important thing here, but I think there's another thing also kind of overlaps is controlling it. You can't control it, no matter how perfect the setup is. After you enter, you don't know if you're going to stop out or it's going to go in your favor. Nobody knows. And there are these trading gurus who pretend it's going to go, who pretend they know what's going to, it's going to go, it's going to go. It has to hit that target. There's liquidity there. It's got to go. What a lump of crap. You don't know. Nobody knows. All you can do is trust yourself to put on the risk when the setup is there, and then just leave it. Let it go. Let it run. That's all there is. So there you go. Good stuff, Sumit. Again, guys, I'm telling you, like, all these are what Joseph and Sumit are sharing here are really important. This is the stuff that when I started doing this, that's when you saw my trading go from making $5,000 a day to $100,000 a day. It happened so quickly. You guys remember all that from a year ago. It's just basically detaching and trusting it and waiting for it before you even enter. You know, just let it go. And in trading got bigger and less stressful. Isn't that great? Better on both sides. So work that one out.
Yeah, I mean, one more thing.
Yep.
Since been mentored by you, probably about a year now, over a year now. I'll say this. You taught me about the charts, keeping it simple. And every time I see a chart with a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo, it's like my brain is going, I can't see this.
Yeah.
Moving average in here, moving average in there, line here, line there. I look at it, I'm going, that's so confusing. I can't do it.
Yep, no, that's great, man. Clears your head, right? As well. When you have a clear picture to look at, you can decipher it. When it's a big noisy mess, you can't decipher it, then you can't even trust it. It gets harder. Good stuff, man. Good. Sounds like you really are finding your pace in trading, finding your tempo, your method, your way. That's great, man.
It's the Avi way.
The obvious way. Yeah, right, we could call it that. But hey, whenever you put the work in and getting your results, it's your way. So this is the Joseph way of trading. You know, you embrace it and tweak it to your own liking, and off you go. But cool, man. Thanks for the feedback and good job. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Just hit full target on that breakout. It's funny. I missed the move at the open. I have a range I was looking at, and that 5 minute fell beautifully from there. I spilled coffee all over my kitchen, so I was cleaning coffee up, and I come in and see the big move, and I was trying everything I could do not to chase the move. And then we got that green candle on the 5 minute. I was like, okay, let's take something here because we got our pullback. And that breakout you were talking about to the downside was it. I couldn't move my first target down fast enough to get more out of it, but my full target is set. I need to readjust these ATMs a little bit, but it just hit it. 52.50 was full target.
Nice
So,
job
for the day.
Great work, catch.
Sorry, I was talking with a guy yesterday. He's very beginning stages of being excited about trading, and I really see a lot of myself in this guy. I remember when I first started, I was a complete hypo energetic idiot about trading, and he's kind of in that phase. And I was like, dude, you need to be bored with it. Like, what's your strategy? He's like, well, the thing does a thing. And I was like, no. What's your strategy? Like, until you can tell me what your strategy is, we're not talking. Like, you need to tell me what your strategy is. But yeah, just back to what Joseph was saying, like getting that, seeing it over and over, and that's what I was telling this guy. You have to be able to have a strategy. It has to be repeatable, period. I don't care what your strategy is. That's it. And then just take it when you see it. Like Joseph's saying, taking those overnights. And he's just like, oh, great, hit target. So kudos to Joseph on that one. I'm trying to get to where I can take an overnight position and sleep still. So I'm working on it.
All right. Oh, there you go. Everyone's in a different phase, but that's great. Good. I think you said the right thing to that kid who wants to get into it. Just Get them to slow it down and be more precise and repeatable. That's actually boring, but that's what it takes. So, good stuff, man. But we got to see your charts, Brian. You're the one with all the mumbo jumbo on your charts.
Hey, mine are pretty clean these days. Did you see the trade screenshots yesterday? What did I post one?
I think I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty naked for me. I mean, come on.
Yeah, progress.
It doesn't even have cams on it. Can you believe that?
Dude, one step at a time. Good stuff, man. You got it. Nice work. Cool. So yeah, overall we got they're out there. See it. Yeah. So overall, again, simple to catch. You avoid the opening volatility, which in these first two candles would have been really difficult. If you like catching 5-minute ORBs, sure, it was there, it moved. Consolidation and then catching breakouts is tricky, but sure enough, you had a very neat looking retest in this area of that previous low. And then it got to that low of day, which is the bigger picture level we were talking about on a 30-minute chart. And sure enough, a very good indication that the breakout is likely to happen with the lower highs, and then the breakout happened at the low of day. So again, very neat, very simple, and off you go. This is a 1-minute chart. When I see stuff like this on a 30-minute chart, man, I'm all over it. I don't let it go. I just enter it every time. And imagine each of these candles is a 30-minute candle. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big move to get into. So that's the stuff I'm waiting for. But again, this is all a good example of price action and where to interact with it. So good work. What do we got, Mohit? If I would have taken a breakout to the downside on this, where would I have put the target? Right down here at the bottom, of course. No, let's see. So if I was to catch this little big breakout without anything else on the chart, something like this, I would, if I wasn't looking at a 30-minute picture, I'd just measure this. You see this consolidation, you have the bottom here and the top here. Measure this out, put it at the same distance down. You probably end up here, I think, in this area. And that's about it. Again, the simplest way to do it without having to look out for levels or liquidity or anything like that. Just a measured move. Easiest way to do it. But more typically, I would look at a 30-minute chart. And this would have been that entry zone, the short. And you can see the target here. This is where the buyers were. Right? I'm just looking at support basically as I'm going short. So I take some off there, probably a big chunk there. And then see if I can add more to continue down lower. And I'm just looking at levels. I'm just looking at where there were previous buyers. So this is obvious. Got a big wick over here, so I'd use this probably. Then you got some here, so you can just stagger out these orders. This is interesting. Ideally, you get it all the way to the bottom there, but once you're through this area, everything else is a bit of a bonus. Just stagger your orders out bit by bit. Yeah, that's probably how I would do this one. What do we got? Yeah, you're welcome, Mon. Tark, you're looking at gold short. Brian and Tark. What are you guys looking at? Gold. Let's look at gold. Oh, yeah, there you go. So gold had that support. Looks like the breakout is in play. And during this consolidation, this is interesting. Lower highs, right? Leading into this, into the support and the breakout now. So let's look in the 1 minute. Where is the candlestick? All right, there we go. This is also quite neat. On that support we saw 30-minute, that's it right there. You can see that's what it broke out, retest. Get into the 1 minute here. Here's your breakout. Here's your retest, what, 4 minutes ago? And off it goes. There's a good one. We'll call that out, Tarek. Thanks, man. I should put alerts for all these, man. These are simple setups. Again, there's only two things that happen in the market. It goes sideways or it goes directional. That's it. So again, here, see sideways, it went directional. Then it went sideways. Now it's going directional. So here's your obvious support area. If you're getting a good setup on the 1 minute for the catch, for the breakout retest, then you get it. So let's go into the 1 minute, and there it is. Here's your breakout. Here's your retest area. Find an entry in this zone somewhere, and you're into this. As targets are concerned, again, I'd look for buyers. Obviously, the big buyers were down here. Seems really far away. So you can do a measured move situation. Again, you'll probably end up there as well. But since it's far away, what you can do is just put target halfway. Take off a big chunk of the position halfway, maybe 60, 70%, and then let the rest go. It's another way to do it, not too difficult. So there we go, gold. And what's interesting also is this was a key level of resistance. You have the breakout. Let's see what happens if it comes there and sets up a reversal. That would be fun for the next few hours or the next few days. Let's see silver. Yeah, it was looking like it wanted to break out to the upside, but it did not. And now it's right back into its choppy zone. So it's on the move down, but really look into the left on this 30-minute chart. There's no way I would play with this. Let's look at the 1 minute. Yeah, it's been choppy. We were looking at it here. Potentially a bounce off there. Did not happen. It was just sellers in charge. And they're just pushing it down. But it is a great big mess. Again, fractal patterns, right? Where it's been messy, you expect it to continue being messy. So on a 30-minute chart, you can see it's messy here. So on a 1 minute chart, what do you expect? There it is. It's just a mess. Got wicks on both sides. It's got teeth. So yeah, just don't play with this. But there you go. I think today so far it's turned into fairly simple price action to read. Pretty much everything's going to levels and responding. And when things are in a choppy zone, it's being choppy as expected. Like the Russell right here. It was a great big mess. Now it's dropping. Oof, it's right into this area here. You can see the Russell where it was choppy earlier. It got choppy again. Choppy again. And if you're looking to catch it, well, you want to get out of the chop zone. So perhaps down here, maybe you can consider it. But this is not something I consider. I don't have that descending wedge before the breakout telling me that the sellers are truly taking over. So it's not something I would consider. Very tricky to read this one. So again, that makes it easy also. If you think it's not quite there, then it's not there. It's not good enough to risk your money. But again, now it's at this bottom here, support. And let's see if there's still support there. What happened to the Qs here? 1 minute chart? Yeah, it's just sitting there. So not much going on. This is the MES here. Into this previous choppy zone. But again, also an interesting zone because most recently the buyers were there, right? And we were talking about that bullish breakout candle. I would say that's here. Actually, wow, that's interesting. Right where it is right now, almost precisely, is where you would look for the buying to happen. There's a 1 minute. That's not really happening. It's just sitting there. Oh, there we go. Oil. So oil, like we said, had that big resistance. Then the breakout. Now it's coming back to where there was resistance. Still got a little bit to go. 65.10. Here's a 1 minute. 65.10. Still lower. On a 1 minute chart, though, looks like this is potentially an area right here where the buyers can be. That's interesting. So oil was messy for a while and just now started moving. Just now, in what, 10 minutes? Again, you're seeing the same setup here in the 1 minute. Look at this chart. This is interesting. Here. You can see this consolidation zone for oil. You see the support right here at the bottom. You're seeing lower highs as it goes into support. You're seeing it consolidate again with some lower highs right there. And then sure enough, you're getting some firm activity going short. I think within these three candles, that's an entry zone. Stop above it, and you're getting into it. Fun, huh? I really should put alerts on all these things. Anyways, fun. What do we got here, Brian? Market is so full of abundance, opportunities everywhere. Yeah, that's right. Opportunities everywhere. And some days are like that. Some days you see there are opportunities everywhere. The market just wants to move. It wants to respect levels. It wants to put in patterns. Sure. And some days it doesn't. And I can't tell you which days are going to be that way and which days are not. all you can do is wait for it to get to a level that you're interested in and then look at it. And sometimes you'll find 10 opportunities a day. Sometimes you won't find a single opportunity for a month. That's perfectly normal. And that's how real trading really works. So fun. Oh yeah, and I finally linked my NinjaTrader account to TradingView. Did that just before the open today. Now I gotta figure out how to use this TradingView platform. Hardly ever used it. Who in here is well versed on TradingView? Anyone want to do a bit of a webinar or workshop or something on just TradingView and the features and how to use it? I'd be interested.
I would be interested too. I
Yeah.
recently started using this.
Okay, good. There we go. So we got an audience. Who in here is good with it?
I feel Sujit is very good.
Yeah. Well, he's already volunteered for the pre-market stuff. Any other volunteers? And I know who you are. I know who you guys are who are good with this. I see your screenshots. I know what you're doing. So either you volunteer or I'll volunteer you. Or I'll ask Sujit if he wants to do it. But yeah, it'll be good to have a little workshop on this platform. As far as I understand, it's fairly straightforward. Most of the information is already out there on the internet, on YouTube or whatever. It's 1 hour of looking around, you'll find what you need mostly. So it's there. But it'll be fun to have a little webinar on it anyway. See what unique features we've got. There we go. We got oil here, breaking the low of day again. Activity. Look at that. Go straight. But you be careful on this 1 minute chart. You can see where, look to the left. You can see where this is all buyers stepping up, right? So you're going short into this, you're taking your partials where these buyers were. Over here you had room, I think. But here you can see these big turnaround points where the buyers bought right there, right there. So those are where you want to de-risk, take your profits. All right. Oh, fun day, huh? Anyone else catch anything? Anything fun? Lots of setups. The day's only just begun as far as I'm concerned. Well, the days never begin and start anymore. It's just nonstop. It's a 23-hour market, you just sleep when you need to sleep, and then it's always there. So anyways, anyone catch anything during this New York Open? That makes sense. Nobody? Everyone's still chasing it around.
I am into the meta short.
All right. Cool. Meta short. Well, I don't have meta here, but we can look at the Qs. A lot of patience getting into it, but there you go. Qs are still very much on the weak side. You can see again, broke low of day. You can see now the moves are gonna, if whatever moves are gonna happen now are gonna happen slower, which is great because then you can really manage them, right? So pick your levels where you think things are likely to turn around, and then you're in it. Wait for your setup at the level, and then you're in it. It's interesting on the Qs. Yeah, it's right into this consolidation zone. This right here is my candle. Right there, it's so precise. The bottom of this candle makes sense. We were talking about this last week. How do you identify a precise candle to catch another move? So I'll show it to you here. Zooming back to a couple days ago, you have this great big consolidation zone. And then you could say this is the resistance area right here. You had this bullish candle that actually printed just a little higher than resistance. So this was the first candle that you could call breakout. The buyers, to make the breakout happen, really stepped in at the bottom of this candle. Call it 25,700 right there. So right there is where I'd put a decently precise level, and then wait for the price to get back there and look for the long from there. 25,700, we said. Yeah, so it's pretty close to that zone. And it's an interesting little strategy. Something I've just kind of observed over the years, and more recently I'm just observing it more. So anyways, wait for the price to get there. You're expecting buyers to be at the bottom of that candle, or at least in this area. If they're there, you'll know on the 1 minute chart, you'll see them step in over here, and you may have something. For now, of course, everything bearish or a little sideways. Nothing bullish here. What we got? So it's in the meta short. Oliver just watching. Cool. Just watching, huh? Me too. I'm just watching as well. Don't even have a live account that I have access to right now. I've locked it all up. It's good that I lock it up. Sometimes I get tempted, while I'm doing all this studying the futures market before I go live with it, might as well just trade options the way I used to. There's nothing wrong with it. I know how to do it. I can trade these max 7 tickers and stay within the liquidity limitations of those options contracts and just trade previous day's levels. No big deal. But man, that on its own would be draining. That would be actually trading actively. And then that would just distract my energy from doing what I'm trying to do here, which is futures, looking at the futures market and trying to really improve my trading, go much, much, much bigger. Might as well take the time and do this. Worth it, huh? There you go, 25,700. We were saying perhaps we'll find buyers in this area. Sure enough, right now you're getting your first bullish candle, genuinely bullish. So interesting activity. Still, I wouldn't go long here. I mean, one thing to consider on this 1 minute chart is you've got resistance right here. So if you're looking at this whole thing, you let it put an ascending wedge, breakout, retest. Now then you go. Let it prove itself that the buyers are stepping up, basically. And that would all happen in this area at that recent resistance zone, if it's going to happen. And don't worry about waiting. You don't have to get in down here. You can get in up here, and you still got plenty of room to run. So, there's always good RVR in these things. Oh, Tarek, you're already long MNQ. I was just saying, wait for it. You're long. Yeah, cool.
It's too bad, Avi. When you said wait for it, I was already in, and I'm like, dang.
That's all right. Hey, trade it your way, man. I'm just sharing with you my way. That's all right. See, my way requires a lot more confirmation because I also hold it for a lot longer than most people tend to. I don't like to scalp these things. I like to let it run. So I want to really wait and see that these buyers or sellers are truly taking over the market, and they're going to be in charge for a few hours. So it's a different mindset. If you're getting in here and you're thinking about, you're going to scalp it as it gets up to the next round number in this area, you get a few partials. That's the majority of the trade is done there. Okay, fine. Get in here and go. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a different mindset.
Yeah, I'm looking for a pullback to the 900, 25,900 or 880. I have a level on 880. So let's see, it's pretty extended on the 5 minutes. So just to pull back and get done with it.
Nice. There you go. Good, man. You know what you're doing. Hey, Tarek, you give us a webinar on TradingView, will you? You know what to do with it.
Like, I would love to, but with my new work schedule, I'm not sure if I'll be. Things are very tight at my end.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Take your time.
Yeah.
So here you go, guys. Here's the TradingView chart that I've got. This is silver futures. You can see I've linked the NinjaTrader account here. And now I got to figure out where the button is to enter positions and exit positions and change these colors. This is way too colorful for me. Yeah, but it's smoother. It's even, this is web-based. This is a web browser right here. It's a lot smoother than the Ninja platform. Even on the phone, on the Android app is a lot smoother than the Ninja one. So
this is awesome. TradingView is very good.
Yeah,
I like the dark background.
You like a dark? Okay.
Yeah, I use dark. Yeah, I've always used dark. It's easier on the eyes.
Yeah. I use dark backgrounds for everything except this trading chart. Maybe I'll switch to the dark background. I'll try it.
I tried I tried for a few days, but I didn't like that. I mean, maybe it's not customized. Yeah. I mean, same for me. I like dark brown background for everything else except for this.
Fair enough. There doesn't have to be a reason for it. It's just, go with what works. I can tell you a little story. Back in, I think, early 2020, when I was still kind of sort of coming out of the sim for the first time in day trading, I was using DOS. And of course, I was losing money. I couldn't figure out how to trade. And I went and changed the background, made it all dark and put pink candles and purple candles. And I figured, you know what? If I see it differently, I'll trade better. Within 2 days, I switched it right back. I mean, basically blew up an account because the colors were too much. So I can tell you, it's not the indicators that make you a better trader or the colors or anything. Okay, it's more up in here than it is anything else on the chart. So that was funny. I probably have some screenshots of those old trades somewhere. Oh gosh, I don't even want to look at them. That's where you'll find 4 different moving averages on 5 different time frames, and you guys know all that nonsense. And then watching 10 different tickers. Anyways, this is this is a lot smoother. You can see there's got to be a way to split screen so you can watch both time frames at the same time. That would be a good little feature. I'm sure Ninja or TradingView's got that somewhere.
I'm using this one, Avi, the split screen.
Yeah,
it's easy, but I think for that you need a kind of subscription. I'm not sure. But you'll find the triangle beside the candlestick.
Mm.
Yeah, it's up there where it says candlesticks. That little square there. Just click on that.
Yeah.
Click
On that, you can pick. I got like
wow.
6 of them up.
Wow, that's a lot of features.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. What do I have to do?
TradingView
Upgrade.
is probably the best trading system on the market right now.
Yeah, it's feature rich for sure.
It has everything.
Yeah, I can see
And the subscription pricing is very reasonable.
it's not $600 a month, is it?
No, I got mine for like $240 for the year,
Oh,
and I have premium.
Nice.
They
Cool.
have Black Friday has the best deals, but if you set it up for 30 days, they'll email you a coupon for like half off. So just sign up for 30 days, and then by the end of that 30 days, they should send you something where you get 50% off for the year, if you're interested.
Yeah. All right, I'll go play with this.
Otherwise, it's like $700 for the year.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I'll go play with this probably in the next few days and figure out what I want to do with it, and how I want to use it. But good, man. Thanks. Good. You guys are all using it. Makes sense. It seems really simple.
Yeah, you can just use very basic, or you can have 1,000 indicators on there. So it's whatever you want.
Awesome.
Yeah, to set up. It's very user friendly.
Nice. Well, Oliver, you got to give us the webinar on TradingView and how to use it and all that fun stuff. Features and functions, what we need and don't need. It's your turn now. Yeah, you volunteered, man. You did it right here. All good. Cool. Fun.
Was that a bait, Avi? Ask people and then pick up the person.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna turn into a freaking Nazi over here and start picking on people. All right, what were we looking at? Silver was 30-minute chart, just drop. What do we have? Whoa. Silver, who's dumping silver in the market? Look at this. Wow. All right, 30-minute chart. Well, I still wouldn't have seen a setup to catch this thing go. It certainly is going. And again, you have the support down in this area. It's approaching there, 106. Very interesting. What about gold? Yeah, same idea. I feel like there's got to be some news out to make this happen.
Gold's going to you.
Yeah. What's on the... Anyone keeping up with the news? Something probably just got released. But look at that gold. Oh, man, this is where you buy it. Oh, wow. Should I put on the sim trade doing this? I could. You can see here's this consolidation. Here's the buyer right here, bottom of this candle. That's where gold's bouncing off of. It's already gone. 1 minute chart. Let's see it. Oh, zoom out. Yeah. These are big 1 minute candles. Again, this is not where I like to enter. You can see whatever it is, volatility has just entered the market in these last few minutes. Gold and silver, at least. Very volatile. With options trading, I used to do this. When I catch the volatility, if I happen to be there watching it and it happens to come in at a level, then I'll, on something like this, I might go out of the money, a strike up here or something, and go long and go very aggressive and just hit the partial button as it gets into the strike price. That's the first thing. Then totally de-risk and see if you get the trend afterwards. And a lot of those worked. But again, that's it's a bit too hectic these days. A lot easier ways to risk your money than doing that. About oil, oil's been on the move. Yeah. So oil has come back again, like I said, to this area that I like to see it bounce off, but so far it looks to be weak. Here's a 1 minute. Yeah, it's all very weak. There's no bullish activity anywhere in this. So if you caught the drop, great. I don't know how to catch this drop on the 30-minute chart. Catching that breakout earlier, like we talked about, would have been fun. And the Russell, this thing just going and going. Again, no setup to catch it on a 30-minute. But again, here, levels. So you have the big buyers that were here earlier. You can see it on the chart. That's approaching that area. And the Qs, they're still going, looks like. What were we saying? This area, I think, would be the bottom of this candle. Yes, this makes sense. This is where I would look for the buyers in this zone. 25,700, yeah, exactly what we're talking about. Let's go to 1 minute. It's kind of sitting there, huh? But again, just because you think buyers may be there doesn't mean you just go long the moment you see one white candle. That's not a confirmation, right? It's still very weak. There's no way to go long. No way. My 30-minute picture is, well, it's telling me long, but the 1 minute is telling me the opposite. And the MES, and same story, going down. There we go. We are officially in a bear market. The world's about to end. Everyone bury some gold under your home. All that usual stuff. I feel like we get that kind of a buzz every couple of weeks. All right, so my homework is to go figure out TradingView and how to really execute on it. It should be fun.
So after you figure out, please give the seminar.
I gotta do it. Oh crap! I walked into that one. Another one. I feel like I've done 100 webinars. Oh man, yeah, we'll figure it out. No big deal. What do we got here? Evo, you got rid of the red and switch the candlesticks to gray, light gray on your charts. There you go. Works for you. Nice. Less triggering, huh? Yeah. It's fantastic, right? I mean, look at the difference here. You got these white and gray candles, and now you're getting all these candles, red and all that. I mean, what do you think is going to trigger you more into making poor decisions? But it's not too complicated, right? So there you go. All right. Anyone got anything else you'd like to discuss before we end this one? We have the candlelight session in, what is it, 10 or 11 hours from now. We'll do that. And you guys got to come to that. Those are getting better and better. We're getting more and more in depth with all kinds of things, like really solving problems in those sessions. So see if you can make it to those. But if you guys are all good, got nothing better to discuss, then I'll take your leave. Make sure you take it easy, trade smart. You know, don't get too excited. It's all here. It's all there. The market will always be here. Take your setup only if it comes, and then you'll be fine. So cool. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll be talking to you all very soon. Yeah, you're welcome. And guys, everyone's in the, you can use this room, of course, as you all know. You can trade in here. This room is open, as well as in our Discord. The voice room is open. I'm sure there's a few guys in there already. So go ahead, enjoy it. And if I do see you guys in there later, if I'm awake, I'll pop in as well. So,
Thanks, Avi.
all right. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.